Welcome to this video against Sul, and we have an Alekhine. Nothing special so far, so c4 and knight f3 are the main moves. Knight f3. Okay, here the classical old way to play it is with bishop g4. I try something else. Knight e5 now normally. Aha, okay. This is not often played, however. I think the pawn on e5 might become weak now, so yeah, it's true that he can destroy my castling by taking the queen now, but he needs to take care about his knight here as well. So what about something like even playing bishop f5? He needs to play knight a6 then. Okay, I think I just develop. Maybe I just take here. It's much better. Why didn't I take simply on f3? Because he couldn't take back with the queen because of knight c2. So maybe a nice trick is if he takes bishop b4 check. He can't take with the queen because there would be a mate on d1 with my queen. So yes, knight d2. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I don't like what I did, because after all, his bishop is very, very strong on b4. I mean, I'm a pawn up, that's true, but bishop b4 I don't like at all. So my whole queenside position is not very strong here. So also rook on the d file is very quick. At least my bishop is putting pressure here on this diagonal. So if I was white, I would now play bishop e4. Okay, let's develop, and at the same time attacking e5. So yes, I was expecting this move, but now I can play my queen to g5. I was because the bishop is not controlling g5 anymore. So now I'm threatening to take here on e5 even with the queen and with check. So it's double attack, so to say, with the knight and the queen, and now also attack g2. This, however, is not really a threat because after taking here with the bishop, he can simply play rook g1, and it's a bit of trouble. But at the moment, however, I can just take here with check, so it's not a big deal. Maybe I should just castle long, although I don't really like the weakness here on the a file. It's an semi-open file, and it's a bit tricky here. Okay, so wow, I mean, if I take here with the queen, he needs to move the rook to f1. He cannot play a bishop f3 because my bishop is also on c6. So, and then I follow with knight e5. Yeah, but this should be strong enough here. Or does he want to play king d2? Yeah, I think I just take here. And now I I simply want to simplify the position by playing knight f3 and queen f3. Just okay, this doesn't work anymore now. But I can play knight g4, threatening yeah, I mean, I can take here on h2 next move, and I want to be active as possible. I don't feel that comfortable, however, with my king. I really like to see my king castle, but it's not that easy at the moment. What I can also do is just taking here with the queen. If he takes with the bishop, there's a check on h4, and then I pick up this pawn, pick up the bishop. Yeah, this looks also a bit dangerous if he can open up the f-file. But now he needs to do something. I thought he needed to do something with this rook, but he doesn't care at all. Okay, let's take it. And I also threatened to play queen g3 next move, if he doesn't take here, but I think he will. So, and then my rooks will now enter on the E and D file. So this is very uncommon that both kings are in the center and not shielded that well. What about what about a strange move like, oh no, 13 seconds. What am I doing? Maybe let's do it pre-move now. 12 seconds. Stupid. So I thought my king is quite safe on h6, although it looks strange. I expect something on d3 queen or bishop d3 check. Yeah, 12 seconds. It's almost impossible to stay alive in 12 seconds, but he doesn't move at all now. Why not? What is he doing? Maybe he lost connection? Move! Okay. So he can't play rook g4 because I just take with the queen. And now I threaten mate here on e2. The bishop is pinned. Yeah, so okay, here just exchange pieces. Wow, this was a time trouble game. And yeah, not very well played by both players, because we both did not castle. And if you look at the position of the kings, I mean, here I should have taken on f3, I think, directly, because I win tempo against the queen when he takes with the queen on b4 by playing e6 later. But this also seemed to be okay for me, but I think I played it too quick. I won a pawn, but I think the bishop on d2 now, because this is rather forced, the bishop on b4 is very, very strong. So yeah, if I castle now, he can also play bishop b4, and my queen is attacked and the rook, so he wins the exchange. So I needed to play something like this. And yeah, after bishop b4, we have the problem that my king cannot castle. But he couldn't castle as well, so we both did not play the opening very well. I mean, as black, I have a bit of pressure against these pawns, and I win another pawn, so I think the outcome is quite okay. But I would be more happy if my king would be on g8. So I think it's very important that you yeah, castle as quick as possible, and you can see what kind of mess exists here in this position, because both our kings are not yeah, not shielded good by the pawns. So very important, do castle.